Good morning, I'm Miss Moreno. Today I'm going to be teaching math in 5th grade. The materials that we're going to use for this lesson are the following. We're going to be using a white paper, a pencil, polygons, that is going to be the square and the rectangle. We're going to be using a ruler, and we're going to be using the worksheet with the formulas, that is that have the perimeter and the area. Now I'm going to start my lesson. Good morning, class. Good morning, class. Today we're going to learn about the area and perimeter. The objective of this is that we're going to be learning how to find the perimeter and area of a square of a rectangle. Perimeter is measured in linear units and area is measured in square units. Boys and girls, today we're going to recognize and explain the different measurements of formulas that we can be used to find the area and perimeter of a rectangle and square. Today I'm going to teach you how to use the ruler of 30 centimeters. Here I'm going to teach you. This is the size of a ruler of 30 centimeters. I'm going to teach you that this is inches and centimeters. We're going to practice in how to using the ruler to measure in inches. Now, boys and girls, we're going to have fun. Who likes to have fun? Woo! Let's see who likes to have fun. Okay, what we're going to do is that we're going to look around the room for different shapes to find the perimeter and the area. Let's see. Let's see what kind of shapes we can find. We're looking, remember what we're looking for. We're looking for a rectangle and a square. Trying to find a shape around the room. The window, nice. What else can you find? Nice, good, I like it. Yes, I like all the ideas that you have and that you find around the room. Now for our activity, I'm going to give you your 2D objects, that is the square and the rectangle. So you can explore the different measurements of each square and rectangle. Now students, you're going to trace the shape of a rectangle and the square. This is the square and the rectangle. You're going to trace them and you're going to measure with your ruler to find the perimeter and area using your ruler. You're going to measure these objects in inches and centimeters. I'm going to give you a white sheet of paper so you can keep track of your information as you go along with the activity. I'm going to walk around to see who's doing good. Let's see. Remember, you have to, don't forget to trace the shape. You're doing good. Yes. Yes, and then after you trace the shape, you have to measure with your ruler. Okay, now I'm going to show you the following definitions and explain you the formula. So please, eyes on the board. Let's see. The first definition I'm going to give you is perimeter. Perimeter. What does it mean? Means measurement of the distance around That definition is for perimeter. Now I'm going to show you an example. The square. It doesn't look like a square. Let me see. Do it again. Okay. I want to show you a square. A square. And I'm going to measure with my ruler. Let's see how much it measure is. Okay. Measure 5 inches. Here we have 5 inches, 5 and 5 inches. We have the same measurement in the 4 sides of the square. Now I'm going to give you the formula that you're going to be using so it can help you solve your problem. I have P equals S plus S plus S plus S. That means that P equals the same as 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Where do I get the 5? The 5 I get it from the size of the square. Here on one side is 5 and then the rest on the other side. And then if you have P equals 20 inches. Why the 20? Because you adding the size of each. It's going to be 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 5 is 20. That's what you get, the 20. I want you to please copy this so you can have an idea for later. But I'm going to give you another example of your area. So tell me when you're ready. Okay. Raise your hand if you finish. Now, let me erase this and I'm going to give you the second definition. Second definition is area. Area. That means measurement. Measurement of 2D space inside an object. This is what it means, area. I also going to give you an example
according to Wikipedia.
Of
Incorporated is an American multinational technology company
the square.
California that designs, develops, and
That means this measures 2 units
online services.
and 3 units.
Technology companies.
I'm going to give you the formula.
Microsoft.
The A equals length times width. A equals 3 times 2 and A equals 6 units. And like I mentioned before in the perimeter. Why? Because I'm getting 3 times 2 because of the size of the shape. And then what I'm doing here is I'm multiplying. 3 times 2 equals 6. So that means I get 6 units. Tell me when you're ready so I can keep with the following sample. But this is the formula that we're going to be using so you do your activity. Okay, I'm going to walk around to see how you're doing, okay? Let me see. If you don't understand something of what I explained here in the board, just raise your hand and I can go to you. Or I'm going to go walking around your table to tell me. Okay. Now, we don't have this no more, right? But boys and girls, we're going to do a different activity. I want you to get in groups of 4, and I'm going to give you a 2D shape of the square and rectangle. I'm going to give you a worksheet with the formula of the perimeter and area to help you solve the problem. Let me pass this is the worksheet that I'm going to pass to my students. Okay? Everybody have one? Good. You're going to use this one to solve your problem that I'm going to give you. Students, you're going to measure the square or a rectangle to get the area or perimeter with the size of your ruler of 30 centimeters. And you're going to measure the perimeter in inches and the area in centimeters. You can work together. Now, if you finish, raise your hand because we have another activity. Okay, good. Now, what I want you to do is please turn your paper over of the activity that you just do. Turn it over and you can do a rectangle or you can do a square. To find both the area and the perimeter of your shape using your ruler of 30 centimeters and measure as in centimeters. Students, when you are finished, please give me your exit ticket. And what does the exit ticket mean? It's your worksheet that you just did for this activity. The one that you have to turn the paper and do your rectangular shape. And please tell me something you learned today. That from the topic that was, what was the topic? Area and perimeter. I'm gonna walk around the tables to see how you're doing again. You have a questions? Raise your hands. And tell me what can I do. Good. Good job. Good job. Remember, you have to turn over your paper so you can do this activity. And don't forget to give me this as your exit ticket. And please tell me something you learned. Again, please tell me something you learned from today. Good. I like the way you're doing your shape. Good job. Yes. You're measuring centimeters and inches. Good job. I like the way you're doing your shape. You're only using one. Don't forget to use your 2 shapes here. Good job. Nice. Okay, you finished? Thank you. Who else finished? I have one already. Okay, good job. Thank you.